Right now, somewhere in the world, millions of people have a song looping in their head that they did not choose to play. Maybe you have one too. That little jingle, that one chorus, that hook that just will not leave. So why does this happen? Why does your brain hit repeat on a song you don't even like? Scientists actually have a name for this. They call it an earworm. The technical term is involuntary musical imagery, and surveys suggest that over 90% of people experience them at least once a week. So if it happens to you, you are completely normal. But here's the strange part. The song is rarely the whole song. Think about it. When a song gets stuck, you almost never replay the entire track from start to finish. You loop one tiny piece, usually 15 to 30 seconds. The chorus, the hook, that one line. And it repeats and repeats and repeats. Why that piece? Why not the whole thing? The answer is about how your brain handles unfinished business. Your brain hates leaving things incomplete. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Unfinished tasks stick in your memory far more than finished ones. A song fragment is like an open loop. Your mind keeps reaching for the ending, the resolution, the rest of the melody. But it never quite gets there, so it tries again. And that's the loop you're trapped in. But not every song does this. Some tracks are practically engineered to get stuck. Researchers studied thousands of earworms and found patterns. Catchy songs tend to be faster in tempo, with simple, repetitive melodies, but with one or two unexpected little jumps. Easy enough to predict, surprising enough to grab attention. That combination is musical flypaper. And repetition is the secret weapon. The more you hear a song, the more your brain wires that melody into an automatic pattern. It becomes so familiar that it can play itself without any effort. This is why the songs that get stuck are almost always recent hits or things you've heard 100 times. Familiarity is fuel for the loop. Here's something fascinating. Earworms strike most often when your mind is free. When you're walking, showering, doing dishes, or zoning out. A wandering, understimulated brain reaches for something to chew on, and a catchy fragment is the perfect snack. So the song doesn't invade when you're busy. It sneaks in when there's empty space. But it can also get worse in certain moments. Stress and tiredness make earworms louder and stickier. When you're anxious, your brain craves familiar, predictable patterns, and a looping melody is comfortingly predictable. So the more you tell yourself stop thinking about that song, the more your brain treats it as important and the harder it digs in. Which raises the obvious question. How do you make it stop? Researchers found a few tricks that actually seem to help. One of the strangest is to simply finish the song. Listen to the whole thing, all the way to the end. Remember that open loop your brain was stuck on? Closing it can release the grip. Another trick is to give your brain a different task that's just demanding enough to occupy it, like a puzzle, a conversation, or reading. Studies even found that chewing gum can reduce earworms, possibly because the jaw movement interferes with the same brain regions that play imagined music. Your mouth and your inner soundtrack share more than you'd think. And here's the surprising upside. Earworms aren't just annoying glitches. They may be a sign of a healthy, active musical memory. Some researchers think these loops help our brains rehearse and store patterns, the same way we replay important information. That song stuck in your head might just be your memory system quietly doing its job. So the next time a song hijacks your brain, you'll know exactly what's happening. An open loop, a familiar melody, and a mind looking for something to hold on to. It's not a malfunction. It's your brain being curious, kind of like right now. If you enjoyed solving this little mystery, there's a whole playlist of why questions waiting for you. Go close that loop.